Oh, you bet. Oh, Lordy. Coach Shelton Harrison, there'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. All right. LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, you know, the bad news for Ronda Rousey, man, it just keep mounting up for this girl. And it's like, ever since her and Travis, they started dating, it's just like, the bad news for both of them has just been multiplying, man. And, you know, it's amazing, man. It's amazing that, you know, I'm not a fan of Ronda Rousey. I never have been, and I never will be. But, you know, these two young people that you see at the bottom, you know, Alim Young and Zelina Bolat, I'm trying to pronounce the name correctly. You know, they broke into Ronda Rousey's house, man. You know, they broke into her house, and they stayed there for like 3 days. And, you know, they lived in the house for 3 days. They was there just living, you know. And they even slept in the bed. And you know what they were doing in that bed. They was doing a horizontal poker in Ronda Rousey bed. Man. And, you know, for her to come home and then see that, you know, her stuff got robbed, you know, yeah, she probably feeling some kind of way. Now, here's my thing now with this, okay? You know, yeah, they got a security system at home and a surveillance camera. That's good. But you would think, you know, with all the money that Ronda has, man, look, she needs to move into a gated community. And it just has to be because, you know, she's a celebrity. You know, Ronda makes money, and people know that she makes money. And if you don't think those two, you know, that 20 and 21-year-old, those two kids, if you don't think that they knew who she was, then, you know, something wrong with you. They knew who she was. They knew exactly what could be in the house. They knew. And they broke in. They did it easily. You know, like the first time her home was vandalized, which, you know, I thought was it was messed up too, you know, to vandalize a person's house, you know, and they work for this stuff. Whether you like Ronda or love Ronda, to vandalize a person's house, that's wrong. To break into their house is crazy. And let me tell you something. See, this is to all you parents out there. See, and I'm talking to all you you lawnmower parents, you helicopter parents. And if y'all don't know what lawnmower parents is, you know, those are the type of parents that they cut everything so the kid ain't got to understand and learn how to live. You know, they do everything. They cut everything. They mow everything down so the kids ain't got to experience no difficulties. Them kind of parents, okay? I'm just telling y'all, you know, you guys are going to have a rude awakening. They better be lucky that, you know, Travis Browne didn't catch them by himself, because he probably would have beat the hell out of them. I mean, you know, and anybody would have been mad. I would have beat them up, man. I would have beat them down if I saw them at a skate park and I know they done stole my stuff. Please. Dude would have got cracked upside the head, man. Easy work. Would have cracked him upside his head. So they lucky. They lucky it was in broad daylight that Travis Browne caught him, because, you know, we can say, oh, well, Travis got beat in the UFC, but these are non-fighters. Travis Browne could have easily took them down with no problem. Okay? They lucky that he called the police, because he really wanted to beat them down. And that's just the fighter nature inside of him. Somebody gonna kill these kids. Somebody gonna kill one of these kids. I'm trying to tell y'all, okay? They gonna break into the wrong house, and they gonna think the people ain't there, and somebody gonna be there, and somebody gonna blow their brain out. I mean, I don't know if y'all understand. There was a story up in Minnesota, and I want to get this right now. You know, some teenage kids, they broke into an old man house, and, you know, he caught them in their house, and they tried to leave, or no, I guess they tried to run, but he blew them away when he saw them. Because I guess they saw him, and at the same time when they tried to run, he started shooting. And I ain't got no sympathy for them type people that you break into somebody's house and somebody blow your head off. I don't. Because you shouldn't have had your ass in there in the first place. You shouldn't have been in there. And, you know, when you had yourself at the wrong place at the wrong time because you up to no good, yeah. Okay, there's nothing that can be done. And I feel bad for these kind of kids like this. Because I work with a lot of kids that have these same type of things going on. You know, and many of you don't know my background. Y'all don't know my background. I've told the story a few times, and I just don't see the need to keep telling the story. But, you know, these are type kids that I've seen buried. Okay, I've seen kids like this buried. They have all the potential in the world. And you look at the two kids, they don't seem like they dumb kids. They look smart. But they were too stupid enough not to disguise themselves, and they got caught. So, you know, kids in this era, they don't think anyway. They too dumb to do anything smart. I mean, and a life of crime ain't gonna get it. But I tell you what, though, they gonna break in the wrong house. And it was like here where I live at about 5 months ago. 5 months ago, okay? maybe about what, 5 or 6 houses up, man. Some teenagers, they got killed. They got killed trying to break into somebody's house, trying to steal somebody's stuff. And see, they tend to break in around here. They tend to break in the houses of these older couples. And it was an elderly lady at home. She probably about 70-something, man. You can't tell she was 70. She like she was about 50. She took good care of herself. And she was in her house watching TV. They kicked the door in. And, you know, the old lady, she kept her shotgun right there beside her. So she pulled out a shotgun and she blew one of them away. Shot him. And, you know, of course, the boy family trying to press charges. What for what? You broke into somebody's house and she blew you away. What do you mean? I don't have sympathy for that kind of stuff, man. And I deal with kids. You know, and there's one guy, I've been dealing with, you know, and he gangbanger, you know, and the real life gangbangers, they don't tell you that they gangbang. Matter of fact, they don't talk much. But I said, look, man, look. I said, you keep getting arrested, you know, and I get tired of getting called out of my house at 1 a.m. in the morning to go get you because you keep getting arrested, man. And I'm like, look, man, you're going to meet up with the wrong person and you're going to try to rob them or you're going to do some of that gangbanging stuff and they're going to blow you away, man. And God is my witness, you know. So I get a phone call, man. Get a phone call. So, dude, you know, he tried to, tried to rob some old man. Well, the old man's son found him trying to rob his daddy, and he had a gun to his head. And so they took his phone, and my number was in there, and they told me to come get him. So I came over there, and when I got to the scene, this dude with a pistol right up on his head, I said, man, okay, I said, look, man, I'm into him, man. I'm sorry, man. Just, you know, if you could just let him come to me, man, I promise you won't see him again. And, you know, the guy said, man, if I see him again, I'm putting a hole in him. I mean, but see, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. And for some of these kids, it's not going to matter, man. You talking to them, you telling them, eventually, they're going to get blown away. And these two right here are an example of what's going to happen. Nah, man, you know, Ronda, you know, yeah, Ronda, yeah, she's not the best person, man. But, you know, doing that to her and taking her stuff, man, come on, man. That's not good. And these two, they'll probably get some time. Not much, man. Probably some community service, and they'll be right back at it. But the next person they do that to, they're probably going to get blown away, man. And you know what? What you going to say? Their parents will probably come out there, oh, my babies ain't never hurt nobody, but they still in people's house robbing, you know, and taking their stuff. And I hear that from the parents. You know, and from that boy that got blown away over here, parents still trying to, you know, get money out of the situation. No, your stupid son was in somebody's house. He shouldn't have had his ass in there. And that, my friends, is just the way it is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harris, and I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the Best Women's MMA platform on YouTube.